Hi everyone, and welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. Sorry, my suffering will not end. I am sick again, or I don't know what's going on, to be quite honest with you. But real fast, I want to make a quick announcement. So I realize that everyone has Twitter, so the Twitter updates don't update everyone. So if there's a last minute change in schedule, I'm gonna comment on like the previous day's video, so the last video up, in the comments, and put like what's going on, so you can check there for updates. Tomorrow is going to be on time. As far as I know, Thursday's going to be a later upload, and I believe Friday is too. So I'll let you know more information about that tomorrow. But let's get to today's recap. First of all, if you haven't watched mine and Cassie's reenactment of Franco's death from 2012, you totally should. The link is in the description, and let's get to it. So at the hospital, Obrecht asks what's going on because Jason has Franco up against the wall, and Franco threatens to tell Jake the truth about Jason, which obviously doesn't go over well. Jason is like straight up choking Franco at this point. Sam gets involved because, like, again, he's literally choking him. Sam pulls him away, and Obrecht asks Franco if this is one of his games, and I'm like, uh-oh, past Franco is back. So Franco feels Jake needs him. Like, he has this like weird obsession with Jake. Ooh, is that what they're going with this? And he talks about how he tried to redeem himself, but his life isn't what he thought it would be. And he doesn't think anyone will miss him, and he tells Obrecht that he and Nina are practically done, and she wants him to keep trying with Nina, and he gets a text from Nina that they need to talk. So at Nina and Franco's place, neither of them are there, by the way, Ava comes to visit Kiki and seriously asks her why all of a sudden she's safety conscious and locks the door, because she never did when they were in New York. And I'm like, are you trying to be funny, or are you just like, really? Kiki wants to know details of how the circumstances have changed around Ava, and Kiki doesn't want to go home with Ava. She's happy where she is now. Sorry. So this upsets Ava, and she leaves. And Kiki and Franco talk on the phone, and he wants to avoid seeing Nina. There's someone at the door. Who could it be? This is out of order. 1 second. Alright, so I'm leaving that there, and I'll go back. At Alexis's place, Alexis has this horrible feeling after handling the dagger, as you would, and she tells Julian that she and Molly got into a fight, and she gets a call. The judge is ready to rule on her motion, and she thinks this means good news for her. Ava comes over. She tells Julian that Kiki wants to stay with Franco and Nina, and she wants to be certain that she's safe. And he assures her that she's safe, so he admits that he's back running the organization again. So now that he's in, will she want in again? Because, like, I feel that's where they're going. And she asks what Alexis thinks, and she doesn't know, and he has no interest in telling her. So that's a great way to, like, kick off the first year of your marriage. And he says he's insulated from everything, so Sunny's not going to find out. Nobody's going to find out that he's back in charge. At the PCPD, Rick calls Sunny and says there's been a development. And Jordan questions this new witness who's come forward, and he says he saw Duke Lavery got shot, but he's not like too outgoing about giving the information, and he changes his mind a few times. So like, I feel like it's convincing, because it's not like, I'm a plant, look at me, I'm a plant. So she wonders why it took so long for him to come forward, and he says he was using, and he lost his home and his job, and at the time that it happened, he was breaking into cars at the Metro Court when he heard two guys talking, and he heard something about Julie and Jerome, and he describes the actual attack. So he describes the two guys as tuxedo and street clothes, and he identifies Duke and Carlos from pictures, and Jordan gets on the phone with Judge White. So Jordan tells him so far his story's holding up, but she needs to do some more verifying, as you would with anyone. So Alexis comes in and asks Jordan where the DA is, because they were supposed to have the hearing, and Jordan tells her an eyewitness has stepped forward and the charges against Carlos are going nowhere. I need to cease, but it's not happening. And Alexis is skeptical about this new witness. I'm like, of course, but if his story holds, what are you gonna do? At Sunny's office, Carly comes to get Sunny. It's still his birthday, and he says he has to wait for Rick because Rick has news. So Carly gets a call. Jocelyn's all good, and Carly is reconcerned about where Jocelyn's kidney came from. Carly leaves, and Rick tells Sunny what he heard of the PCPD with the witness coming forward, and Rick thinks it's a little serendipitous, and Sunny says he has a job for him. So Carly comes back in, and she wants Sunny to be careful around Rick, and he thinks her opinion may change about him, and he tells her Rick is going to find out where Jocelyn's kidney came from. Ooh, that could be interesting. Back at Alexis's place, Alexis comes home and tells him about the witness. Julian is suspicious too about the witness, and Ava tells him to use his family's resources to get rid of Carlos. Seriously, like, I can't with her. Like, Julian has worked so hard to get her safe and like so she can be out of the business, and now she's just like coming right back in. Like, I can't. I can't. I can't. At the floating rib, Nina and Dylan literally run into each other, and he's holding like a million shopping bags, or she was, I don't know, the shopping bags go on the floor. And he wants to get a drink with her, but she wants to keep it professional. So Nina, for some reason, thinks Dylan is going to Julian or suing her for what happened, and he's like, no, I'm not holding what happened against you. Like, and he tells her to talk to Franco. So Obra comes in and she tells Nina to make up with Franco, which honestly, I don't know. I think they've outgrown each other. Sam and Jason have a beer. He tells her what happened with Franco, and he thinks Franco's still dangerous. She wants to focus and move forward, and she does tell him the background of how Franco was obsessed with him, and the twin thing gets brought up, and the jealousy. Franco comes in, he sees Nina with Obrecht, and he walks out. Like, he's done. Okay, so back at Nina and Franco's place, Dylan is the person at the door. And apparently his car has a flat. Oh, I need to sneeze, but it's not happening. And he's a hot mess, much like me right now. But he's like, I just got new tires last week. I don't know how this could have happened. Oh, so sad. And all he wants to do is go home. I got the feeling. So Kiki kind of pokes holes in this story. He's like, "Really, you've been working all day, but wasn't, Maxie's engagement party? Oh, you were there, and, you came all the way here to the other side of town? Oh, to get gas? Really? Even though you were all the way on that side?" And he's like, "Yeah, I wanted to check on you." And I'm like, "Oh, you're so cute." And he even admits that he let some air out of his tires, so it'd be more convincing that, and if she, like, to get her downstairs with him. And I'm like, oh, Dylan. So Kiki thinks someone sent him originally, but he says no one did. Nina comes back home, and Kiki agrees to go out with Dylan, and Nina asks where Franco is, and Kiki says he hasn't been home. Jason wants to go on an adventure with Sam. They're going to see where the road takes them, and then I think someone's following them. It's very ominous. Jordan hands the witness her card and tells him to go home. She tells him the chances of going to trial are very slim, that this will just really push to get Carlos to take a deal. Julian thinks there's a better way to deal with Carlos, and he tells Ava to stay out of it. And Julian calls an associate, and he wants the witness taken care of. So that's not ominous at all. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I know it's been hard with like me being sick, but I appreciate all y'all being nice. So tomorrow will be normal time. Thursday will probably be around 8 or 9, and that's going to be a regular thing because I have like a regular job on Thursday and Fridays now. And Friday, I'm not sure what time I'm working till, so I'll let you know. But thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow, and have a great day. Bye.